Okay, you guys are doing a great job so far. Let's go ahead and finish up this game. So we're gonna just make a start screen where you see the screen and you just hit start, and we'll have the title Pong there as well. Okay, so let's go back to home. Let's go to scenes, and we want to add a scene, and let's just rename that start. Okay. And you can rearrange these in any order you want, and just to kind of be smooth, let's just drag it over to the left, because once we get into other games, the sequence will play a part into it, so it's best to start off early. So why don't you just drag that scene over to the left, and then what we're going to do is double click on it. And we need to add two texts. We need to add Pong, which is a title, and then we need to add press here to start, which will be a button. So let's go ahead and click the plus sign, and let's go ahead and write Pong title. And just like we did with the right paddle wins and left paddle wins, what we're going to do is the color's not a big issue here, because we're going to turn this invisible. So let's go ahead and move this kind of into the center, upper center area, and then you can also use your arrow keys to move up and down, left and right. If you hold down Shift and use your arrow keys, it'll make the movement a little bit faster. Now from here, let's go to Pong title, double click on it. Let's go to display text, and let's go ahead and put Pong. And let's go ahead and make that big. Let's say maybe 50. Be consistent with the font type. And you can change the color. And then, so now when I hit play, you can see that it's nice and big. However, the white box appears. So what did we forget? Or what did I forget? Let's go back and make sure you're in the, if I go back, make sure that you're in the Pong title, double click on it, go to color, change the opacity to 0, and that'll fix that problem. So all we need to do is create a start button, right? And I know the graphics don't seem appealing or exciting, but once we get rolling later on in the year, we'll be creating things in Photoshop or Illustrator, and then making the graphics look super cool. So let's go ahead and create that button. Let's go to home. Actually, sorry. Let's go back to that start scene, and let's go ahead and create a brand new actor, and let's put start button. And let's go ahead and drag it maybe right here, and double click on it, and I want you to change the opacity to 0 so we don't see it. We need to display text, and I want you to click here to start, and we can maybe make this a little bit smaller if you want. That's up to you. We can change the color, font size once again. I think we've been using Baskerville. So now we have the text, right? And it appears. That's great, but we need to make sure that when we click here, that it transitions to the initial scene. So let's go ahead and go back to our actor, and let's go to the start button. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a rule that says when this is pressed, meaning touched, so when this is touched, or when I click on it, right, when it's pressed, when I touch it, I want it to change the scene. All right, so change the scene, not change the size. Duh. I want you to change the scene, right? And then you can either change it to next, which in this sequence it is the next scene right here, or you can just click right here and do the initial scene. Okay. So now we have that. Let's go ahead and preview it. Here's our start. Let's click right here. All right. Right paddle wins. That's great. Let's restart it. And left paddle wins. Great. There you go. Congratulations on finishing the Pong game.